Something in my eye. Hey, what's up, you guys? Welcome to my very messy garage that I'm very embarrassed about. I usually don't do live streams in here. You can see I have some drums and I have some figures back there, whole mess of boxes over here. Sell stuff. I do sell stuff. Those are empty boxes. I have some figures over here on this side, and I wanted to talk about the HasLab Ghost Rider a little bit more because I made a video talking about it right after it was announced, and I thought, hey, it'd be cool to watch some other people talk about the HasLab Ghost Rider. So I watched a whole bunch of other videos of people talking about the HasLab Ghost Rider, and I thought to myself, you know what? You're not going to get your Dino Megazord review finished in time for your video to go up at a hour today, Russ. It's not going to happen. So I'm doing a live stream instead because this video, I want to make sure I'm happy with the way it comes out and everything. So I'm going to have to push that back. And I figured, hey, today we'll do the live stream talking about HasLab Ghost Rider a little bit more. I think some people brought up some pretty good points in their videos about the HasLab Ghost Rider, and I have some complaints about complaints too, which is really weird. But yeah, just want to say, hey, what's up, Tango Mango? Ooh, that's my favorite fruit. I'm just not happy about that price. I think that is the most common concern, or the most common thing I've heard people say is looks steep price, which I think is kind of like a safe thing to say, right? Like, looks good, it's just expensive. It's like when you're shopping and you see something that you really want and they tell you the price and you're like, ooh, that's more than I really wanted. You know what I mean? Like, so basically, that looks really good, but I'm going to have to think about it. That's where I'm at personally. I say that's the safe thing to say, but that's how I genuinely feel about it. I think it looks great. I think it's steep. I did pre-order it because I want to see those unlocks. That's the thing. One thing I haven't heard anybody talk about that I think is kind of funny is the extra Robbie Reyes figure. Now, I initially thought the extra Robbie Reyes figure was just the head sculpt, but it's not. It's an entirely extra figure. That is a hookup. That right there, they could have just included only the head, but they included a whole other figure. You could sell that and get knock down the price of your HasLab Ghost Rider a little bit, right? You don't have to have that. If you're going to pick one version of Robbie Reyes to have, you're probably going to want the one that makes the most sense with him being in the car. So I saw that and I was like, wait, that's an easy aftermarket sell if you're in a bind. You know what I mean? If the price tag isn't working for you. Now, I know some people are thinking, oh, he's shilling for the fences already, bro. He's trying to convince us. I'm telling you, I'm not 100% sold on this thing myself. And it doesn't matter what I say. You shouldn't let anybody tell you what to buy and what not to buy. Everybody should be here just to inform each other. You know what I mean? And give different ideas and perspectives on things. Like X-Man87 pointed out, that there should be interchangeable hands. I didn't think of that. I thought that was great input, you know? He also thought that the price was steep too. Like, everybody thinks the price is steep. Nobody, this is a cheap and discounted, like, whoa, what a $350? Wow, what a deal. Nobody is saying that. Nobody's going like, wow, $350, you guys. I thought it was going to be $500, but holy shit, $350 is a hell of a deal. You know, like, nobody is doing that. All right. Nobody's doing that at all. Nobody's like stoked on the price. So I don't know where the fuck the name calling is coming from, or excuse the language. Sorry. I'll try to keep it down. I try not to cuss on this channel. I do most of my live streams on my second channel and in here. So there's I'm in that environment physically, but I gotta relax and remember that I'm on the ShartimusPrime YouTube channel, have wider range of audience, wider audience over here than the the Rust Toy Reviews channel. But let's see what he says. The Extra Rays figure is a bit of a non-starter in my humble opinion, or honest opinion. It is, you don't need to put that there. I assume that you're being honest. I assume the best of people first, then the negative. It is the same figure with a different colorway and head sculpt. Mephisto would be a real incentive. You think they should have done incentive the Mephisto first? I mean, might as well. They showed it off anyway, so right? Might as well. Hold on a second. I have a little technical thing I got to fix over here real quick. Hold on a second. I gotta just mute myself so you don't hear anything really weird. Or I hope I'm muting myself. Sorry. I think I'm starting to get sick because my oldest is... Okay. Cool. Just had to... I hope I muted myself properly. I think I just may have just turned the volume down. But yeah, the price point, nobody is stoked on the price point. For $350, I thought that the underside of the car and the rims would have been painted too. Fair point. Why not? You know, I could see that as a disappointment. That would be nice to have that detail. However, I don't know how much I'm going to utilize it, but I mean, I don't really want anything extra from it. I just wish it was all cheaper, you know? Because like at this point, like I get like having Mephisto come out, and I don't even know if Marvel and Hasbro actually care about the whole devil thing. You know what I mean? We've all just made that up ourselves. We assume that, you know? And I don't think that, I don't know for sure if they even really care, you know? Like we assume for, hey, thanks so much, Nick. Really appreciate that, man. Hey, every dollar helps. Really appreciate it. Thank you. Oh, I could read what you wrote over here. I wish they had the actual license for the Dodge Charger. I heard someone else bring that up. I think that's a really good point too. Yeah, for an actual Dodge Charger, because I can't call it the Hell Charger, right? But yeah, if it had the actual, I heard somebody, I forgot who, but somebody was talking about it doesn't even have, they don't have to worry about paying the licensing to Dodge. So what's with the price point being so high? You know, I think it's one of those things, man. Like really, when for it's one of those deals. Like, let me. Have you ever pay for art? It's like, well, let me say it this way. It's expensive, dude. It's again. I wish it was closer to $200. I said that many times. As soon as they revealed it, I was like, it doesn't have to be 300. It could be 200. And it wasn't even 300. It was 350. The point I'm trying to make is that I wish, I wish it had the Dodge likeness. That would have been nice. I wish sounds. I do miss that with the Sentinel. I wish the Sentinel had sounds. I wish the Dodge had sounds, or the not Dodge had sounds. That just revving sounds would be cool. One thing I wanted to talk about that I think a lot of us are not thinking about, and I thought it was a very good point, is this channel I recently discovered, and I hope he doesn't make a video talking about me, because he seems to make videos about people that talk about him. So I hope I'm not on his channel. I really hope not, because I don't like giving away my content. You know what I mean? And there's nothing to stop people from ripping videos and putting them in their videos. And he's done that to people. But I think he's really talented, really good photographer, really good video editing skills, really good, just really good videographer and poses and all that stuff. I think Articulated Ninja is doing a really good job on his channel. And he brought up the point of the Batmobile from Mattel. And I thought that was a great point. Like, I thought that was a really good thing to bring up, because I think he looked up that thing selling for $250 at retail. I thought that was closer to $300 when it first came out. But correct me if I'm wrong here. Didn't that thing get clearanced at like 120 at one point? Didn't that thing sell for like $120? My point being is they can't sell big. I would have bought it if it was 200 to 250, but 400, get the out of here. Yeah, see, this is not worth 300 to you. To you, it's like the fancy pair of shoes, right? Will you spend 350 on a pair of shoes? No, me neither, man. But somebody out there is. Somebody out there is. It's not for you. Get it. Totally get it. But Tasman confirmed there will be no bikes as a tier. Yeah, I saw somebody. I never expected them to do that. I joked about them doing that. I knew they wouldn't do that. Hasbro isn't doing well with overpriced gore paint splotch on future Spidey missing joints on the Iron Spider. Yeah, those mistakes definitely let us all down. It's not enough plastic for the price. His is twice as big and more starting off. Even though there's that big gap under the Hiss tank, though, don't forget about that. There is a lot of airspace there. But I get it. Better come with a few more bikes. A few bikes. This guy's out of here. You're out of your mind. You got to get in touch with reality on how things are actually being sold, not the way you feel they should be, right? Because that's why I thought it was funny that, oh, yeah, it's going to come with a Danny Ketch Ghost Rider and a brand new Hell Cycle for Danny Ketch. Like, dude, no, as they're not going to do that. They're giving the stuff away. I wish they would include more stuff. I don't want all that extra shit. I would buy that stuff separately. Just make just make the offering cheaper in price. That's what I was just hoping for. Because I may have to cancel my pre-order, man. We'll see how it goes. But hey, it's things are tight. Things are more expensive for everybody here. Okay, all of us are paying more for the same shit that we've been getting this whole time throughout, right? Dude, I bought $10 for creamer for the big thing of creamer. Usually that thing's $7. Now it was $9.50 plus tax. Like, everything is more expensive for everybody. So the chances, so I may have to back out. I may have to back out on this. I'm not 100% sold on this thing. I'm on the fence still. And getting more figures in the offering will make me feel better about it. I may still not be able to afford it at the time. I don't know. We'll see. I got a little bit over a month over here to figure it out. Maybe I'll sell some stuff to make room for it. You know what I mean? We'll see. We'll see how I feel about it as those offerings come up. I'm not 100% sold on it though. I really wanted it to be a cheaper HasLab. That's where I'm frustrated, is because the Transformers HasLab was cheaper. And I was like, and I thought that did well, right? I thought Star Saber did well. I regret not backing it. I wish I did. But it did well, and I'm pretty sure that was a $200 item. I'm just saying it, like, if, to be honest with you, if they took away the interchangeable function with the whole thing, like, look, dude, because I want the cheaper price point, I would have said yes to taking away the swapping. Like, I love that the swapping option is there. I think that it's cool. But the fact that it's not a real Dodge Charger kind of takes away the value from breaking it down to the street mode, you know? Well, then if it's not a real Dodge Charger and we only have like this comic book thing, then keep it as a comic book thing with the flames and all the shit. And who's displaying it like a regular Dodge Charger or not Dodge Charger that way? And also, it's going to have an effect on how people want to use it, like for other 6-inch scale figures that they had planned for it and everything like that. It's going to affect them and how they feel about it. So, yeah. Oh, somebody dropped $1. Thank you, awesome Adam from 2099. Really appreciate it. Thank you, thank you. So it's oh, there it is. Nope, I'm not scrolling through the chat properly. Sorry. Let's see if I could find something from awesome Adam if he wrote something. Nope, but here, I'll write. Steve right here says groceries are a necessity. Collecting figures is a luxury. Damn straight. The higher Hasbro keeps pushing these prices up, the more collectors they are pushing away. Yeah, and not just that, but the groceries are more expensive too. So with the groceries being more expensive, then these going up in price as well, it's just making it harder to make the choice. God damn it, man. It's frustrating. It's frustrating. That's what I'm saying is that if they had to have taken some so let's imagine this. Take away the broken down Robbie Reyes figure. All right. Take away the street mode options. Are we getting closer to $200 yet? Are we getting closer to $200 yet? I hope. You know what I mean? Like, could it get like how much stuff could they have taken away? Because that's what I was just really hoping for, is that they would have a lower priced offering altogether. And it looks like they're trying to aim for that 350 price point and include stuff to make it a valuable, to make it a worthy 350. So that's where I think that's where I'm frustrated, is that they focused on making, let's see if we can make this $350 purchase worth it. What could we throw in here for this $350 purchase, right? I wish they were thinking, okay, let's see if we can keep this thing down to $200. You know, that would have been cool. Because yeah, man, they know that we've been complaining about the price points too, you know? Ray, good to see you. And thank you once again. Thank you, Ray. Shart, I hate being negative lately. I know, me too, man. I've been a little bit negative too. But Hasbro has been burning consumers lately, and it sucks. 350. Nah, man. I hope it doesn't get funded. You're hoping it doesn't get funded. I wouldn't say I hope it doesn't get funded. I don't know. I mean, but you know what? Let's talk about the pod. Let's okay. Look, I'm saying, oh, God, shit. See, I don't want to say I hope it doesn't get funded, but at the same time, I don't feel like I want to say I hope it gets funded. You know what I mean? That's where I feel really conflicted right now, because I want to say I don't want to say, like, I really don't want to say I hope it doesn't get funded. That's not where my hopes are. I hope that it ends up feeling worth 350. Because if it doesn't, then I'm going to cancel. That's where I'm at. I'm going to say I hope it's going to feel worth 350 by the time we get to October 31st, because if it doesn't, then I'm canceling my order. That's basically it. Yeah, that's my stance on it. Because I really hope that they shot for the lower price point. That would have been nice. It would have felt a little, especially because the price of their regular retail figures have gone up so much. It's like they know that they're burning holes in our wallets as it is. It just I would have appreciated the gesture of them aiming for a cheaper price point, you know? But let's see. What's Dark Onin saying? Better pray this thing doesn't get funded, or it will mean more BS offerings like this, or worse, in the future. Dangerous precedent. Well, I would agree with that if I didn't feel like it was worth it by the end of the thing. You know what I mean? Like, I would agree with that 100% if I didn't feel like it was worth it. If I backed out, you know what I mean, then I would agree with that 100%. But we'll have to see what all the offerings are for me to feel good about backing up this statement right over here. I will say this. I'm going to tell you guys, this whole HasLab way of going about doing this, I got to say, I like it a lot, because it really gives the power to the consumer. Because if enough people don't agree on this thing being worth 350, it will not get funded. And if it doesn't get funded, that will set new precedent. It will, for at least Marvel Legends HasLabs Go. But it's this whole thing where it like I'm I like this. I like this way of doing it because it has shown that Star Wars HasLabs need to work on their shit. You know what I mean? Like Star Wars HasLabs have failed twice in a row. Was it twice? It was just twice in a row, not three times. They've made three. They've had three. One succeeded, and then the other two failed. I mean, that goes to show again that us geeks are not easy pushovers. You know what I mean? And god damn it, man. Anybody calling I'm not going to get into that. I wanted to mention that Batmobile again though. It getting funded means that Hasbro can just charge whatever regardless of value. Speak with your wallets, people. Only way corpos will listen. Word. I mean, true. 100% true. Like I said, I'm going to speak with my wallet. If it doesn't feel worth it to me, I'm not going to pay for it. I'm not going to buy it. I got a wife and kids, man. I got more important shit to spend my money on. You know what I mean? Like this is not like a easy for me, it wasn't shut up, take my money. You know what I mean? Like I definitely did not have a shut up and take my money moment with this thing. Have to disagree. Love the human Robbie and ability to have normal car. That's cool, man. Yeah. And thank you for the contribution. But me personally, I would rather have a cheaper figure without those options if that was the case. I wanted a cheaper offering overall because whether or not the 350 is going to be worth it, that's like a separate conversation. Like and that's a more meaningful conversation because that's the reality that we're living in right now is that it does cost 350. But as a separate conversation, I think they should have aimed for a $200 HasLab project to begin with. I felt like that should have been the goal, is to make a cheaper offering. And I think they have the higher price point there because they want to make sure that it's profitable. I guess. Don't really know. Thanks for the comments, by the way. If this somehow misses the early bird and then doesn't, is this the same DD that hit me up a while ago? We got into a little thing, but we're cool now. I hope so, because I always felt bad, and I hope we're cool. But anyway, if this somehow misses the early bird, and then I mean you're here, let's okay. I'm just stay positive. It's like you're here, of course. Right? If this somehow misses the early bird and then doesn't reach the tiers but gets funded, oh boy, that's 350 for just that, bruh. Yeah, that's scary. Yeah, that's that. They really rolled those first on those first 7 days, right? They really want to hit that. Okay, yeah, no, it was a different DD. I mean, a little dramatic, bro. Age. ASL should be attached to every single name on every social media post you make. ASL next to everything. I feel like we need that as a society, right? And the L doesn't have to be specific, you know? You don't have to, you could just say California. You don't have to give everybody your address, but an ASL next to every name, because I'm thinking 15. But it would mean different to me if it was like a 40-year-old who wrote that. You know what I mean? Thanos is here. You guys know what I'm talking about. ASL, right? ASL, kiddo, was if you're talking to somebody, you would go ASL. And that go ASL, that's your age, sex, location. And I think we need an ASL for everything just so we have an idea of who we're communicating with, right? Alex, hello, ShartimusPrime. I'm from Kazakhstan. How are you? You know what I mean? Like, it's good to know where people are from. I like that. I'm doing well, man. How's Kazakhstan doing? It's kind of, weather's pretty mild over here. It's pretty nice. But let's get back to talking about the action figures and the HasLab. So what do you guys think? Okay, look, let me ask you this. So again, we have the two topics, right? Over here, is it worth 350? Okay, that's one topic. And then we have over here, should they have aimed for a $200 HasLab? All right. If you think they should have aimed for a $200 HasLab, even if it had less stuff, I'm not talking about the value of what they're offering everything, and if it should be 350, I'm saying, should they have aimed for $200? Yes or no? Leave your chat comment below. Yes or no? Should they have aimed for $200 or not? Yes or no? Should they have made that conscious decision? Let's aim for $200. I'd like to see a yes or a no. Brother, let's be real. They don't care about us complaining at the end. They will buy it or don't. Hasbro don't care. And it's sad. Short, how do you know what they think? How do you know? Prove your statement. Thanks for the $5, but prove what you're saying. How do they not care? Like, tell me your evidence. Explain to me. You're making an assertion, and I'd like some evidence behind this assertion. Because I've complained to them face to face, and they look like they care. They look like they care when I complain to them face. Like, when I'm in their face complaining, they look like they care. So you're saying they don't care. I want to know where this is coming from. Where is your evidence? Back it up. It could be in interviews. It could be from you, maybe you sending complaints via their customer service email. I want to know where this is coming from. Let me, but anybody who wants to make, yes. Okay, so you guys, look at this. But I really do appreciate it, Crow. I don't mean to sound mean, but like, for real, you're saying that they don't care. It's like, I want to know why you say that. 200 is good. Yes. 38. Yes, please. California. Right. Thank you, Rob. See, that's cool. And this fully wrote, yes, please. That's great. But okay, see, DL says no. We got yes. Feel like it should be 150. Well, I mean, that's a separate conversation if the 350 is worth it. I'm talking about if they should have aimed for 200. Yes, I'd like a cheaper HasLab. Right. Age 26 Apache helicopter location right behind you. I would have gotten it for sure if it was 200. I'm not saying if it was, yes. No, 150. Oh, you think they should have aimed for 150? Yes. Just for the demon figs? Yes. This price is too expensive. Yes. 200 is good. For a muscle car, they should have been pricing at 200. Yes. I mean, for like $200, how about this? Let me ask you this. And we won't have like a chat thing where I'll ask everybody, but okay, so for $200, because we're in reality here, we wish their offering was $200, but they're not selling it for $200, you guys. They're selling it for $350. So let's work with that reality that we have right now. Let's move past the part where we all wish that it was cheaper. We know it's not. They're not going to instantly change it to it being cheaper. How much would they, what could they take away to make it worth $200 now? I feel like if they took away the extra street accessories, including the Robbie Reyes figure. I would hope that would be closer to it. I mean, would that make it $200? You know what I mean? Like, I almost feel like I want to barter with Hasbro on this. And I'm talking about trying to keep that reality to the 350, but for real, I'm like, can you keep some of that stuff and just make it cheaper? So if you could just, so that's where I'm going with my train of thought here, is if you could make it less. This should have never been a HasLab in the first place. To be honest, the Mephisto Ghost Rider is a much better deal. Okay. This goes up to the point that Articulated Ninja brought up that I wanted to mention here with the Batmobile. I remember that Batmobile getting clearanced out at $120 at Costco. Am I tripping? But didn't that get clearanced? My point is, I 100% that Batmobile tears the shit out of this HasLab Ghost Rider a million times over. I have that Batmobile, all right? And I'm supposed to be your friendly neighborhood Hasbro shill guy or whatever. And I think that Batmobile will drive circles a million times around that HasLab Ghost Rider. Okay. That I have the Batmobile right down here. So I keep pointing down there. But that Batmobile is an amazing piece that I don't think any vehicle is ever truly going to beat. I mean, have you guys played with that thing? It's amazing. I think that's the best that you could ever get for a 6-inch scale vehicle. Like what Mattel did with that thing, I don't think anybody will ever beat that Batmobile. They couldn't sell it for $250. It could not sell. At mass retail, it would not go. Do you guys remember who was there when that came out? This was only in 2017. Who was there? Hey, big thank you, Spidey. Spider Sammy. Sorry, I honestly hate parts of this community sometimes. Yeah, so much bitching from suds and nerd bros like Talker Art and Elite Legends, who also like to hate on Emily from the G.I. Joe team and Dan and Ryan. The negativity is a little overwhelming, man. It makes things less enjoyable. But here's the thing: is we're going through hard times as a society. People are having less with less money in their pockets. You're paying $10 for freaking coffee creamer, man. Jesus. See, Young, thanks for making it through. Amazing how many grown men and nonstop complain about an expensive collectible that they don't have to buy. I know. That's like it. Right. People are really, really upset. But I mean, for me, I just see it as a thing where it's like, hey, look, man, I might buy that. I might not. Like if I'm at a toy show or a Comic-Con and I'm talking to the vendor, right? And I tell the vendor, see, that's the situation I'm putting myself in. Is I'm at a Comic-Con or a toy show. Hey, how much for that HasLab Ghost Rider? Oh, and you say it comes with a sculpt and a Mephisto too, huh? Oh, I can't see those yet, but okay. Well, I believe they're going to look good. How much do you want? $350. You. Oh, man. Hey, it looks great and everything, but I'm going to have to think about it. I'll circle back. I'll come back, and then the HasLab guys are looking at each other like, oh, he's never coming back. But I really might come back. I might come back. I might get it. I mean, I already did technically put my backing in, but I'm very ready to cancel my pledge. I'm really on the fence with it. So I have to walk around the convention a little bit and digest and think about it and soak it all in before I really decide. But man, am I on the fence about this one. I am on the fence. I was really hoping for closer to 200. I knew it wasn't gonna, but I was hoping for 200. I think that if the Hasbro we know were going to charge 200 for this, it would have just been a regular release, not a HasLab, and without any of the stretch stuff. No, I don't think they could sell anything that large at retail. They can't sell it. If you can't sell that fucking Batmobile, you can't sell anything. All right? That Batmobile, it came out at a time when the movie was hot. You know, everyone was still stoked about Batman, the Bat Flag. That franchise was doing really well, and the price 250 for that thing and all the extra stuff, man. That's what I'm saying. They couldn't sell at retail. So the thing that they have to do now is sell these things at a much lower quantity. Do you realize how low 9,000 is? It's a really low number for if they're making 9,000 copies, that's an extremely low number, all right? Let me put it this way, for Street Humans, my lowest quantity that I can make Street Humans at is at 3,000 per Street Human. 3,000. And they're talking about 9,000 backers minimum. That's a really low quantity, man. That's a really low quantity. 9,000 is not a lot when you're talking about the mass retail end of things in production. So the fact that they're selling such a low quantity means that they can't sell it at retail. That not enough people are going to buy it at retail. It's that weird number where it seems like a lot for us with 9,000, but on the mass retail selling end of things, 9,000 is not a lot. So when you have a low quantity like that, so if I'm producing 3,000 Street Humans, that's going to have one cost. But if I'm producing 9,000, that's going to be a cheaper cost. You know what I mean? It's going to go down the more you're ordering, like anything else. So with their HasLab, it's a lower quantity. It's going to have to cost more just based off of sheer economics, man. It's not shillery, it's economics. Straight up, textbook economics over here. Supply and demand. The less you have, the less demand you have of something, or the less demand you have of it, the higher the price is going to go up, right? Or the more demand, oh, God damn it. Idiot. The phrase I'm trying to refer to is not the same thing that I'm trying to refer to right over here. Because, God damn it, I got myself stuck in my thoughts. The more demand there is for something, the more you could produce it, and then you could bring the cost down. The less demand you have for something, the more it's going to cost to produce it, and you're going to have a smaller quantity. That's basically what I'm trying to say. They should have done a normal version and deluxe. Oh, great. They should have done a normal version and make an option. God damn it, me stuttering over my own phrase. Don't pay for cream. But you get what I'm saying, right? Like, I feel like I lost you guys in what I was trying to say. But basically, the more that you order of something, it's like a Costco. When you go to Costco, it's cheaper because you're ordering in bulk, right? When you buy something individually, like a small mom and pop grocery store, it's going to be more expensive over there for less. 200 is the Boba Fett throne room, non-HasLab. Did they sell the Boba Fett throne room? Is that Boba Fett throne room? Is that going to be a HasLab? I'm confused a little bit. Thank you for the contribution, by the way, Tariq. And thank you, Gus. If I didn't say thank you already, I hope I didn't miss anybody else. Just I'm saying makes sense. Thank you, Justin. What figure would have rather had for 350? Well, for me, 350, I mean, I was hoping for a Giant Man. I think a lot of people were thinking about Giant Man. Another big one like that would have been cool for 350. It would have felt better, you know? As far as, like, for me, I don't really want to pay 350 for the vehicle at all. I would have rather just kept a lower price. But yeah, for 350, I would have rather had Giant Man. Giant Man was my choice for the next HasLab. Oh, by the way, this is going to make a comeback, all right? It's not dead. It's not dead. One day, if you, that is the company that I show for. That um Adam says, I gotta do chores now. Thanks for the fun, Shart. Hey, thank you, Adam. Enjoy your vids. Peace out, Cub Scout. All right, man. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that. Thanks for hanging as well. I just like Hasbro, but even I would buy a HasLab Apocalypse. Oh, if they did like a giant Apocalypse figure. You missed my super chat, Shart. Ah, shit. Sorry, Ray. I'll scroll up. Let me see. I tried to scroll up and make sure I catch them all. Sorry. I don't like missing the super chats. I honestly hate parts. Oh, wait. Was it before that? Ah, shit. Oh, here we go. Is this it? A HasLab should be worth the base price and not rely on other tiers. I think 200 to 250 should have been the price for the project as is. Yeah, I think 250 I would have felt really good about it. 250 would have made me feel like, oh, shut up, take my money. Because then I could feel like, look, if there's extra stuff I want to sell afterwards, I've done that before, and there's no, I have no shame in selling off figures. All right. A lot of people have told me to sell my figures. So if I had extra parts of that HasLab that I wanted to sell off, then I would think about that. Like I'm already thinking about that in my head of like what could I afford not having as part of this HasLab already. I'm already thinking, Robbie Ray's figure, I may not keep that, like I may sell that off to offset some of the cost. It's expensive, man. I have to think about it like that. Hoping to get a HasLab Punisher van if this does. Ooh, that's a really, really good one. See, now if it does make it, thank you, Sammy. That I actually I would have preferred more so than the Robbie Rays. Being honest with you, I would have preferred Punisher van would have been cooler. Why isn't where is the thank you, the trash around my plastic. I came in late and started watching your video from the beginning, so I don't know if anybody has brought this up, but I will say I think having both car versions is better. I'm getting it for Blade. Ah, okay. Good point. Good point. You could use it for other characters. Yeah. I've heard people mention that they can get two of them and use them for different characters want to. That's if you feel like the price point's worth it to you. If you're set in it and you're like, hey, $350 for me, great. Then yeah, I guess more power to you. If you want to get two and you have use for it, why not? It's your money, for sure. Okay. I just want to make sure I didn't miss any other chats. Galactic Phone Pro 2 time champ 16 years ago sends 50 pesos. I don't know. But would a HasLab Celestial be cool? Yes, it would. A HasLab Celestial would be cool. Yeah. 350. Again, I would rather have the Giant Man first. See, I felt like Giant Man was a no-brainer. I guess they're gonna wait till next year when the Giant Man movie comes out, or I guess the Ant-Man and the Wasp movie comes out, because they could do incorporate a bunch of characters into that and stuff. But then they might do an MCU version, and if they do an MCU version, I'm gonna be bummed out. Oh man. Thank you. It's your boy Phoenix says, I was concerned about the price myself, but I love Ghost too much to not get it. Plus, missing out on Galactus and the Sentinel made me really want to get at least one HasLab project. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. And he says he loves Ghost Rider. Like, that's, again, if it's worth it to you. And, like, here's the other thing, too, man. And I didn't really talk about this, but I'm not going to act like I've been the biggest Robbie Reyes fan this whole time. Like, I was really put off by the artwork from the comics when it first debuted. I was like, what's this fiery mess? It looks like abstract art paint just went in and like, I did not like the artwork at first. But because of the hype, a lot of people said that they liked the book. I started reading a little bit, and I've read the first several issues. It's actually pretty dope. I like it, and especially with the artwork and the car chase scenes and stuff like that. I do like the artwork, but I'm new to Robbie Reyes still. I mean, I know the character's been out since 2014, but I'm not that attached to Robbie Reyes, you know? If somebody else is really attached to Robbie, if I was really attached to Robbie Reyes a lot, that would increase the value for me. That would make it more worth it to me, you know? But because I'm not a huge Robbie Reyes fan, it does take down the value for me a bit. Trash bait or trash boat. Sorry, trash bait. Trash boat says, and thank you, by the way. It's your boy Phoenix. Thank you. And thank you, Trash Boat. $350 plus tax and shipping comes out to $400 for me. It came out to like $383 for me, but $400, close enough. But it was really closer to like $383 or $385. But whatever, $400. Let's just say $400. $15. I mean, it's kind of funny how we do that, right? Like just saying, hey, $385, $400, let's just say $400. Well, that's a $15 difference. What if I had to pay an extra $15 for this Iron Man figure? That's a big difference now. Just saying. Or if I had to pay an extra 15 on top of this Iron Spider. Well, that's a big 15 now, right? But because we're talking about bigger numbers, 15 don't mean shit. But if I was going to spend 400, I would have just gotten the Galactus. Yeah. Oh, and the tax is going to be different for different states, I guess, and the shipping rates are different. But yeah, $400, I would have just gotten the Galactus. Good, man. I mean, I totally backed the Galactus, so I'm excited as hell for it. My Galactus should be shipping soon. Too bad you didn't get it, but hey, you know, yeah. I don't know what your point is, but I think you're trying to say that the Galactus looks like it's worth a lot more than that Ghost Rider. Thank you, Ray. Accepting the reality of a $350 price. What tiers do you think would make this worth that $350? I like Johnny, Danny, Vengeance with bikes would be fire. I know they're not going to do that. So if I'm going to try to be realistic, I know they're not going to add that in there. But I will tell you what. You know what would have made it worth it for me? And I know that this is like a lot more realistic. Yeah. You know what? Okay. And this is what I was hoping for. If you guys have read the books, like his first real villain is Mr. Hyde. If they had made a dope ass Mr. Hyde figure with a new head sculpt, possibly reuse. I don't care if they reused a body mold that had been used on something else, as long as it looked cool and it was big, like how he looks in the comics. Like we got a big ass Mr. Hyde. Maybe if it had the Hulk body mold, you know? But if they gave us a dope ass, big, raged out Mr. Hyde, that would make me feel like, okay, 350 on top of the Mephisto and the transitioning Robbie Reyes head. Like a big ass Mr. Hyde, that would make me feel like the 350 was worth it. What do you guys say? Big ass Mr. Hyde? Especially with that third party Mr. Hyde coming out already. I'm just saying, what do you guys say? I want to know what you guys think. To be honest, if one of the tiers was the Cowboy Rider from the old Nick Cage movie, I'd buy it in a heartbeat. Yeah, that guy was great. Nick Nolte, right? Was that Nick Nolte's character? It's not Nick Nolte. So I get these guys confused. But thank you very much. Tariq says DCU, and thank you, Tariq. Dioramas could be 200 or less. Yeah, if they did dios, they could make. Yes, that would be cool. If Hasbro got into making some dios like how NECA did, that would be neat. If I would support something like that, I would back something like that, especially because dios, I think they cost a lot of money, and rightfully so. It's a craft. All right. Gotta respect the art. But if they're able to mass produce some dope ass ones for a HasLab, I would jump on a $200 thing for sure. $350 in the US. Meanwhile, in the UK, we're paying the equivalent of over 400. Don't complain to me about money if you're from the UK, man. You guys get 4 weeks vacation. Shut the get out of here, man. We're workaholics over here. You guys get 4 weeks paid vacation. You guys get free health care. You guys get all kinds of fucking shit, man. And you're gonna complain to me about an extra $50? Like, get the fuck out of here. I'm gonna get all into politics and stuff, but god damn it, you guys get so many perks that I wish we got over here. I'm angry with jealousy. I am angry with jealousy. Man. And I mean, dude, you guys, I just read this book about monopolies and stuff, and like they make a lot of comparisons with the perks that you get in the United States compared to the UK. It's like, it's ridiculous, man. 4 weeks paid vacation. Somebody from the UK is laughing, going, I actually get 6 weeks paid vacation. And it's like that in a lot of European countries, by the way. But let's stick to talking about figures. Right. Hey, how's it going, Naomi? How are you? We can buy guns. Yeah, let's talk about that instead for hella long. No thanks. I know Hasbro can't mass produce the HasLab projects, but I really wish they would restart the crowdfund to send out a second wave. The HasLab team could make good money off that. You're saying I really wish they would restart the crowdfund to send out a second wave. So like halfway through, there would be like another. I'm confused by this. This is kind of a complicated idea for me. I think I'm kind of like, I guess like if they like tiered it like that. I don't know. Shartimus angry with jealousy prime. Yeah, exactly. 4 weeks vacation, and you guys are like, what? You don't have a job. You get 52 weeks vacation, man. You just sit there. Who knows? You spend like 90% of your time sitting behind the drums, and then like 5% making videos, and like you're rich and everything because you have a YouTube channel. That's my average guy, not sud, but average guy perspective. Oh yeah, you're rich. You got a YouTube channel. The tears is what's going to make. But hey, thanks to the trash on my plastic, now I am rich. I'm rich with gratitude. Thank you. The tears is what's going to make a break this thing like Rancor. Yeah, right. If Ula came in there, oh man, that would have. This is a really good point. Really, really good point. I would have definitely backed the Rancor. I would have sold 2 hot toys to get that Rancor. I'll just tell you that. I would have sold 2 hot toys to get that Rancor. And if it had come with Ula, that would have sealed it for sure, without a doubt. So yeah, the tiers is really going to make a difference. I think that them kind of holding back. Oh God, can I ask you guys what you think? I need to take. Hold on, I don't want to miss anything. Oh, it's about the same. Just UK taxes are included in the price of the items. Gotcha. Okay, so it costs you guys about the same. Vacation? What's that? Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, for real. It's your boy Phoenix. Restart funding for Galactus and sent. Oh, I see what you mean. That way, people who missed out the first time, like me, can get one. Yeah, I think I don't know how it works on their end. I've asked about this before. Somebody else asked about this, but they don't keep the tooling for everything over there. And I think the tooling, what I think the problem is, and I could be wrong, but the tooling is huge, right? Like when you have a figure this size, you might think to yourself, oh, maybe a box like this big, right? So the tooling for it's like that. It's not like that. It's these things are gigantic. They're really, really big. They cost like thousands and thousands of dollars. They're huge. So the tooling for these freaking HasLabs have got to be monstrous. So I think the space is an issue. Like literally, like I know they're a multi-billion-dollar company, but they don't have infinite space. I have a feeling space is an issue. But I don't really know. Speculation. So I'll remember, and can we all do this when we publicly talk about speculating things? Keep like remind people that they are speculations. But I think that is a good idea for the Sentinel. They should have. I hope they could have kept that around. You know what I mean? Like it would be nice if they were able to keep that around. Let's see. Just want to make sure I didn't miss anything. Okay, cool. So here's what I wanted to ask you guys is, hey, what's up, Aaron? How you doing, man? Hey, Shartimus, do you know how to make your Spider-Man Renew Your Vows toy stiff again? Because Spider-Man's arm is a little loose, and I got it on Amazon. I don't have that issue with mine, but there's like the super glue trick people could do. I mean, if you have a really loose joint, thin drop of super glue, and while it's drying, you could keep twisting it and make sure it doesn't get stuck, you know? That's one trick. I want to ask you guys something. I need to get the Streamlabs thing set up so we can do polls and stuff like that. I want to have more interactive live streams with you guys. But one thing I wanted to ask you, what do you think of my Mr. Hyde idea? Would that make it worth it to you? If it came with a big ass Mr. Hyde, if that was like included as a tier, would that make the $350 worth it to you? Yes or no? Big ass Mr. Hyde, possibly reused Hulk body with a brand new head. Would that make it worth it to you? For me, that would make the $350 purchase worth it to me because I want him to fight Mr. Hyde. That would be cool. But I want to know what you guys say. No. Ooh, nope. And that's a big nope. And a no. And wow. Oh, wow. Nope. For me, no. Not even close. Still no. I would be interested, says Gmo. Nope. Wow. Need more than that. Interesting. Yeah, you already have the bath. You don't need it. Okay. Hyde, no, but it would be nice if it was a human Robbie Reyes figure had an extra head to reflect the actor from the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. show. Okay, that would make it worth it to you, though, is just one extra head. Wow, you guys are all saying no to, or almost all of you are saying no. What does Mr. Hyde have to do with Ghost Rider? Mr. Hyde's the main villain, is Robbie Reyes' first villain. I personally don't care for Mr. Hyde, so unfortunately, no. I'd rather a Mr. Hyde-sized Satanish fig. Okay. Wow. A tank of a Blackheart. Nuts. I'm just saying nuts by how off base I feel. So, okay, wow. I'm tripping because I know that they wouldn't, like, you guys really think that it would only be worth it if it included another motorcycle? Like, I feel like that's where everyone's at right now. Is that okay? So if it included, all right, let me ask you guys this. There's a yes right there from Rosa. Hell no, says Mr. Joe Capone. From Mr. Hyde, I would buy two. Hey, Tom Bowling's on board. I'd like Hyde, but no. Wow. So I you guys know about the third party Mr. Hyde figure that came out, right? Like I thought a lot of people backed that thing. There's a whole crowd Kickstarter for that. I backed it. Yes, I'm just surprised that not more of you think that that would be cool to have. That's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, it's crazy. Like I'm dumbfounded. I'm not saying, oh, there's something wrong with everybody else. I'm fine. But all of you guys are off base. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying like, oh wow, I'm off base. Like, wow, that's crazy. I'm way off base over here. That's where I'm saying like, wow, that's nuts. I'm nuts. No, just release him. Okay. Well, fascinating. That fascinates the hell out of me. Son of Satan, please. I'm sounding like a sellout. Oh man, you better what part of it sounds like a sellout? Better be careful fucking talking like that to me, man. Because I value my word, and my word is like is a big part of me. Like I don't if you think I'm lying or if I knew I because I am not a sellout. And if you're just gonna say some shit like that, you better talk like you're gonna talk to me in front of my face. Like I'm serious, man. I need you. There better be some shit to back it up. Because I'm talking about if they're adding another build a figure sized character to this thing, which I don't even think they're going to do. I don't even think they're going to include a big ass figure like that. But I think they should. I think it would be cool if they did. To me, it would be more worth it if they did. Keep in mind, I'm not saying I feel happy about whatever. All right. Anyway, I feel like Hasbro should team up with Extreme Sets to make official pop-up dials for Star Wars, Marvel, G.I. Joe, etc. That would be cool. Yeah, I don't know about pop-up dials. I think Tariq was the one who made the point that if they did actual like real dials like NECA did at HasLab for that, I wish they would do something like that. That would be something I'm interested in seeing. I mean, it's a troll account. Look at the name. That's a keyboard warrior. Feeling brave. But for 350 thing better drive itself. Oh, shut the fuck up. Get the fuck out of here. Dude, it's collectibles. Like what do you like this is somebody who's thinking that it should be anything, right? It should come with a Danny Ketch Ghost Rider and a Danny Ketch bike, new Johnny Blaze bike, horse, and like it should come with everything, right? Not yo cheese. How you doing, man? Good to see you. I feel like we are definitely getting a Robbie Reyes mid transformation plus Mephisto. I hope to at least get a Big Fig, Nightmare, and Vengeance. I've heard people mention Vengeance before. I think I heard Unparalleled Universe talk about wanting a Vengeance with the motorcycle, but they're not going to include another motorcycle. That's like the obvious thing. Okay, here, let me ask you guys this. Let me ask you this. If it came with another figure that also had a motorcycle with it, would it be worth it? Yes or no? Go ahead and leave your answer in the chat. If it came with a new motorcycle and a figure, so whether like a Danny Ketch and his Hell Cycle or a Vengeance and his motorcycle, one of those, not both, but one, a new character with a new motorcycle, would that be worth it for you? And Nick says yes, and I backed it as is. Yes. Everybody's saying yes. Easily yes. Still not for 350. Still not enough for Christopher. Still not enough for Rick Jones, but depends on the figure, if it was Danny Ketch or Vengeance. But most people are saying yes. Maybe. Oh, did I may have just accidentally erased a comment. If I did, forgive me. Okay. The name of this is Anda Seats. Anda Seats. They are awesome. I love this seat right here. Anda Seats. Shout out Anda Seats. Thank you. So yeah, I only worry. I only worry because this is only worth it if all the tiers are unlocked. So if we don't get all the tiers, I don't think it'll be worth it. And I don't think it's going to get there. Too much bad PR. Something somebody brought up, and this is not my idea, all right? But somebody brought this idea to me that if everybody just backed it reluctantly just to see the tiers, and then if they weren't satisfied with the tiers, cancel the pledge. Why can't we do that? And I was like, yeah, I don't want to like that sounds like I'm trying to push the HasLab, which I'm not. But if we just wanted it as a collective, if we all just backed it reluctantly, got to see what the tiers were, and then backed out or stayed in, whichever you want to do, but that way we at least know, that way we could at least see everything. And then once we see everything, we could back out. That's all I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If you're on the fence, back it with the intention of possibly backing out. That's what I've done. I've backed it with the intention of possibly backing out. So if you guys hear me say I ended up not backing the HasLab, don't be surprised, okay? If you hear me say I ended up backing the HasLab, don't be surprised. I am still a solid maybe. I have reluctantly backed it. That's a really punk idea. I like it. I think it's a good idea too. If everybody just backs it just to see, let's all see. Is it worth the 350? If it's worth it, we can stay. If it's not, go. Just so we could all see it. Huh? This is not my idea. Shout out to the Rook. But not my idea. I wish I could take credit for it, but not my idea. I mean, why not? I'm saying why not? There's no harm in it. You could cancel your pre-order. Super easy. Cancel it, just do it just to see. Because, why are there... I don't have to encourage them kind of, playing with our emotions on these added tiers and stuff, man. Let's just get it all out there. See if it's worth $350 or not. And then if it's not worth it, then we could back out. I'm trying to think. Okay, so look, we all obviously would rather have them include another Hell Cycle. Oh, I missed a super chat up here, didn't I? Did I? I'm sorry. God damn it. It's like not used to people being so freaking kind. Adding deluxe figures will make it worth the money. Like I said before, announcing the tiers up front is better. By the way, New York City, missed you before at Forbidden Planet. Oh, I wish I could make it, man. I really wish I could make it. I really miss New York. I really miss you guys. Yeah, too bad I missed you at the Forbidden Planet too, but I really want to go back to New York City. I love New York. If you guys haven't heard, I say all kinds of positive things about New York. Actually, keep a New York map right over here, because if I miss it enough, I can just look at it, even though Big Time's kind of in the way a little, but I have a New York map right over here. That Long Island, or not Long Island is this way. The Long Manhattan Island going like this. But yeah, I love you, New York. I miss you, New York. HasLab should just show all the tiers from the start. Well, I mean, as a consumer, I totally agree, but as business people, I think they need to kind of like play a little bit of the rabbit and the carrot game kind of thing, or was it the mouse and the cheese? I'll say 385 because that's how much it cost me. $385. Because if they increased, because $15 means a lot when you're paying for an action figure, doesn't it? They kicked up the price of a Marvel Legend $15. So 385. For me, it's not 400. It costs 385. Like for instance, like Not Yo Cheese, he contributed 5 right here, not 20. There's a difference between 5 and 20, and that is $15. So it's 5, not 20, right? I'm not saying anything bad about Not Yo Cheese. Not Yo Cheese was just on one of my on one of my whatnots and everything. So I'm not trying to milk Nacho Cheese, not like that. I'm just saying there's a difference between 485 and 400. I mean 385 and 400. Yeah. They said the tiers are definitely going to be the tiers. So how many figs do you need to be included? Plus, the retro card back line is starting up. They said the tiers are definitely going to be the tiers. Well, I mean, which is there one more figure that we're not seeing yet, or that we don't know of yet? Correct me, please correct me here. But I thought there was supposed to be one more figure that we haven't even been teased. Ah, shit! I hit the newest. Just trying to see what Joe. So it's 400, not worth it. 385. It's 385, not 400. Just saying, you're adding money to it. Oh wait, if you don't have the Hasbro Pulse, it's 400. Okay, we could say 400. That I just realized that I had the Hasbro Pulse thing, and that takes away shipping cost. So okay, 405. Okay, and 5 is $5 more than 400. We could say 400. I'm okay with it now. I'm okay with saying 400. I'll say 400 from now on. I'm okay with it. So Dwight said all tiers are 6-inch figures. Okay, so no big figures, but early bird bonus is horrible. Thoughts? Yeah, the early bird bonus, I don't think that's enough of an incentive. I think I heard somebody mention that early bird should have been Mephisto. That if you're trying to get a rush of backers, which I think is what they're going for, the Mephisto should have been the early bird special, right? But I think it's cool that they're including a Mephisto. Shart, where can we get the retro lizard from? I don't know. Where's my review, man? Come on. Where's my review? It looks dope, and I'd love him to be a part of my Spider-Man villains collection. I actually pre-ordered the lizard on Walmart.com, so that's where you can get it, is Walmart. Sorry to be such a smart ass, but you know, that's what. Oh boy, I'll rather listen to Nickelback. Are you talking to me? This cannot be a troll. There's no way this is a troll. All right. That's got to be the official Nicolas Cage page right there. Yeah, it's really cool that we have to pay $350 for a figure that we all want. Is there any that he's not being like sarcastic, is he? Now, I think. Do you think that's another conversation worth having, actually, that you bring that up? I mean, for real. It is shitty when the only way you can get a high demand figure is through a HasLab. And then what if they re-release it again at retail? Because this whole thing about Hasbro not wanting to release a devil character at retail is only speculation. JC brought up the point of how Hasbro couldn't release a Cobra Commander figure with the hood on, so they're definitely not going to be able to release a freaking a devil character. You know what I mean? Hey, Shartimus, how would you like it if a Ghost Rider 2099 was included? Greetings, EMT. Hey, thank you, EMT. Thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I think that would be the first, or that would be the second 2099 figure, or I guess that's not a Spider-Man. I would think that's cool, but I would have to see it. I'd have to see how much I like it. I mean, I think that design was actually pretty big. If I'm just trying to remember off the top of my head, it might, but it might. That's a maybe. That's a maybe. They made Surtur. What if they did a comic? I mean, I have the Retro Lizard hanging on my wall. Ah, you bastard. Ah, you bastard, Mr. Grudge. I'm so jealous. Yeah, it did come out in the UK early. You guys are getting all your Marvel Legends. Why do they like the Marvel Legends people in the UK more than the Marvel Legends people in the US? Huh? How come the US collectors have to wait? Huh? Well, because they're speaking English first. They get the figures first, huh? Is that what's going on over here? Hey, Shartimus. Oh, wait, was the thing. Cash Game says, hey, Shart, do you think I should collect DBZ figs or Naruto figs? Wow. I'll think about that. I'll think about that and I'll get back to you. Okay, bro? Here's my answer. Whichever one you like most. Whichever one you like most. That's my answer. Your boy, thank you, Shamoy. Your boy Shamoy says, weird Hasbro couldn't release a devil character when McFarlane is doing Savak, literally a devil. Well, dude, McFarlane, come on. That's different. It's different. It's different. It is weird. It's different. Totally different situation. Totally different situation. But it is kind of funny that McFarlane has that kind of freedom. For sure. It would be dope if Blackheart was a tier for the Hell Charger. Oh, yeah. So, can you guys remind me, how many more figures are there to be announced? Is it just one more 6-inch figure? We have the chilled out Robbie Reyes. We have Mephisto. Is there a third additional 6-inch, or is it just those, or is it just flame on Robbie Reyes, flame off Robbie Reyes, and Mephisto? Or is there one more that I'm forgetting that needs to be announced? Can you guys tell me? Two more tiers. So flame on Robbie, flame off Robbie, Mephisto, and then 2 more figures. So 5 total. I do not want it to be Danny Ketch, because they already said they're not going to include the bike. And if I'm getting a Danny Ketch, I want him to come with his bike. So I don't want it to be Danny Ketch, because then it would be a bikeless Danny Ketch. 4 figures. Did you watch Cobra Kai season 5? Not yet. So am I tripping? Is it how many 6-inch figures total? Was it 5 or 4? 6 total with early bird. Okay, but how many figures are supposed to? Okay, 6 total. Oh, that's if it's 6 figures. Okay, so it is 6 figures total with early bird. Okay, so it's 5 with no early bird. So if the early bird happens, it will be 6, right? It's like opposite. Oh, 3 Robbie figures? Oh, I mean, really, 3? Is that what that other figure is supposed to be? The silhouette? All tiers are figures, which is how I think it should be. I think that's. But 3 Robbies? Wow. Yeah, that's a lot of Robbies, man. But I think that could have just been a head sculpt. The transforming Robbie could have just been a head sculpt. They didn't have to include a whole figure for that. Nicolas Cage says, not so official. Nicolas Cage says, release Catch Normal in the pack. The release the riders with a bike. The rider. I mean, you know what? If it was a the chilled down Danny Ketch, then that would be cool. Because then you could have your right. If that's what you're saying, yeah, yeah. Hmm. That's a good. I think that's a really good idea. That would actually kind of make me happy. Hey, what up, Tim Birch? Hey, I lurk. Don't tell anybody though, okay? Don't tell anyone. But I hope everyone from Tuesday Crew is doing well. I did watch Wade's a bit of Wade's live stream talking about this. I actually watched, I think, almost all the YouTubers that I've known of talking about this. I've been very curious. I know all the angles. I know all the thoughts. I don't think I have anything missed here. I think I've seen all the main perspectives or heard most of the opinions on this. Taco Thursday Crew too. Thank you for the tacos. I would appreciate a few Midnight Suns figures. Nice. They see, and here's another thing. I'm not a diehard Ghost Rider fan. That's like one thing I've been trying to make very clear about this whole thing. Is that for me personally, my fandom for Ghost Rider, especially Robbie Reyes, was more intense. The value would be different for me, you know. Yeah, it's like a pre-order. Hey, again, which one of these 4 do you like better? Mafex, Ben Riley, the Spider-Man number 75, or Carnage and Venom Mafex figure? And for Ghost Rider, I will buy it if I got the money. Well, my favorite one is probably, was it Spider-Man 75? I think Spider-Man 75. The Venom Mafex figure I like the least out of all those that you mentioned. But yeah, that's great. Like if you have the money for it and it's not that big of a deal for you, like that's cool, man. You know what I mean? But for most, you know, and I'm not trying to act like, oh, I'm all super, I'm gonna hate on Rosa over here. But I'm just saying that a lot of us are feeling the economic pinch of the state of the world. You know what I mean? Like it's hitting people in different ways, and for some of us, it's, you know, it the 350 means more to me right now than maybe some other times in the past, you know. I hope this live stream, I'm not leaving right now or anything, but I'm just saying I'm hoping this live stream kind of helps people make their choice. Like I don't want anyone to feel like I'm trying to make anyone think one way or another. I hope you guys are taking this whole thing as a conversation, right? Like we're exchanging ideas, we're discussing value amongst each other. I mean, I thought it was really eye-opening for me to see how much you guys didn't like were not satisfied with the idea of there being a big ass Mr. Hyde. That one blows my mind because I thought a lot of people were stoked for that third-party Mr. Hyde. But I was off base with that. You know what I mean? I thought that was really interesting. But I don't know. Do you guys want to do a little bit of behind the scenes stuff? Oh, just dropped an interchangeable hand. I have some figures I wanted to open on this live stream, and I know we're talking about Marvel stuff, so I have a couple of Marvel figures over here, and I will show you what they are. I did an unboxing of these already, but I have these Thor Love and Thunder SH figures that I think, should I do these both in one video or do them separate videos? I feel like there's enough accessories here to separate them. Probably two different videos. What do you guys say? One video or two videos? What do you think? I don't know. Just a little feedback action right there. Open NECA. Yeah, but that was if I was rich. Yeah. If you had the money, yeah. Carter Slade could be good. Carter Slade. Character I'm not familiar with. I'm going to just say that off the bat. Oh, that's the horse riding character. See, but you need the horse to go with it, right? He has to have the horse. So that's where I'm kind of like, 17 videos? What 17 videos? Did you get the His tank? What do you think this is compared to the car? Yeah, I did back the His tank. I'm going to be honest with you guys. Like, I mean, not that I haven't been, but I think G.I. Joe Classified is really, really crushing it. You know, like I think they're doing a really, really good job, and I'm a huge fan of that line. This whole time I've been playing with this figure, by the way. Cowboy Collector, how you doing, bro? Good to see you. Just got here. What's the general vibe in the air? We liking the HasLab or are we hating the HasLab? The general vibe is that it should come with a new character with a new motorcycle. That is the general vibe, is that they're asking too much, and the only way that this thing is going to be worth it for most people is if it comes with a new figure with a new hell cycle. That's the general consensus. Not worth it. Need a free motorcycle, or needs to include a motorcycle. I shouldn't say like free motorcycle. It's the price point would be there if it had one. I have only been collecting Marvel Legends as of this year, and I am very disappointed. My first opportunity to back a HasLab is this one. Bring back the Sentinel. Wow. Oh. First year collecting and you're disappointed in the line. Wow. Well, if you're disappointed now, I don't know. What were you collecting before? Like, what was like, or is this like your first time getting into collecting action figures? I'm just curious. I need a Nick Cage headed Ghost Rider. Marvel has the highest grossing films. No surprise, Marvel Legends sell over Joe's and Marvel HasLabs get backed and not others. Yeah, Marvel's a huge, huge property. The vibe is, how you doing, home dude? Good to see you. The vibe is we buying it but aren't happy with the price unless tiers unlocked. Yeah, I mean, that's another part of it, is we really need to know exactly what we're purchasing here. That's kind of like a that is kind of like a, isn't it like ordering a sandwich? Uh-oh, we got Century Productions in the house. How you doing, Century? Good to see you, man. Yeah, Classified is they've been home running the shit out of it. Classified has been doing great. But I'm tripping off of hearing how many people, the general vibe as well is, let's see what all the tiers are before we could decide whether it's worth it. So it's like ordering a sandwich. There's this place called Mr. Pickles, and they have the name of the sandwich, and there's a list of all the ingredients that go in the sandwich. And then like, what if like you're reading all the ingredients, but like there's like 3 or 4 things at the bottom where it just says to be TBD, 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 to be determined, like you're going to get something, but you don't know what it is. So you go ahead and order that sandwich and just hope that whatever it is, those secret ingredients are, that you're going to like them. It's like, I'd rather just know. Is it a $400? Yes, it's a $400 sandwich. Yes. And on top of it, it's a $400 sandwich. But unlike sandwiches, you get to keep it. They don't go in the toilet. Or you could sell it if you want. Shart, who's your favorite Marvel character and who's your favorite Star Wars and DC? Spider-Man, Luke Skywalker, Batman. Astro Zombies, how you doing? If I had the money, I would have backed it, but I did get Mezco's Ghost Rider, and people complained about that thing's price as well. Oh, no. How much? How come people aren't talking about that as much? That right there has been neglected. How much was the Mezco Ghost Rider? How much was the Mezco Ghost Rider? I'm going to look it up right now. Let's see. Mezco Ghost Rider. Holy shit. That's one thing I haven't really heard people talk about. Aha. All right. I'm going to read this and then we're going to take a look at that. Thank you. The trash around my plastic says should be 4 to 6 total. Crocker with beast coat equals lizard. The silhouette represents more tears coming. People assumed it be was Robbie Mephisto, most likely. All right. That comment's a little tricky to read, bro. That should be 4 to 6 total. Crocker with beast coat. That I'm confused. Equals lizard, the silhouette. I'm confused with that part too. Represents more tears coming. People. Yeah, I mean, it would be Robbie Mephisto. I'm just trying to decode this, and I'm like, but I think you're just saying more tears, and the more we'll see whether it's worth it or not. You could clarify without doing super chat, and I'll still click on it. But yeah, please clarify. Oh, okay, Crocker. Oh, with the beast coat. Gotcha. Okay. I think they've been doing a horrible job recently. Some of them actually look pretty good, but for the most part, I think the cel-shaded figures mostly look really bad. I think they've mostly dropped the ball on that. Let's go ahead and see how much that freaking Mezco Ghost Rider. $240. So that's where I'm kind of like, all right, $240, and we're gonna say $400 for the HasLab, $240 plus tax and shipping. So you're looking at $24 for the tax, right? So you're looking at $260, $264 plus the shipping is going to be like $15. So we're looking more at like $280, right? So $280 versus $400. $280 versus $400. And this is half the size, but a lot of detail. I mean, it's just saying it's kind of worth looking at this. It kind of does put things into perspective a little bit. And it's not even a hell cycle. But again, when you talk about the Alonzo, let's see what's up, Alonzo. For those who don't live in the USA, it's extremely expensive and difficult to buy a HasLab. I just want Mephisto. Yeah, well, it's tough for us to get healthcare over here in the United States, man. I just want Mephisto and many collectors also. And you guys get 4 weeks vacation Average person over here gets 2 weeks vacation. Don't I'm going to start just yelling at anybody from Europe about about any hardships. I'm going to just ignore any justification behind it and just rag on other subjects. Just want Mephisto, and many collectors also now we have to spend $350 to get it. Hasbro plays dirty. Well, the thing is, no problem, man. $350 seems like a bit much. Yeah, it does feel like a lot. I would say that's a tough one, man. That is like if you only wanted that figure, you'd have to go through the trouble of spending $350 and then sell everything else on the aftermarket, right? That's the only way to go if you really want that figure, or buy it on the aftermarket all by itself, and it'll probably be like $100 figure. How much is Marvel Select Mephisto going for right now? Let's see. It just dropped. Okay. So, holy shit. Are you serious? Holy crap, man. Look at this. Look at this. If you want to buy a Mephisto right now, 160 loose, 220, and I'm sure it's gone down now since Hasbro announced the 300 mint on card, 180, 132. Whoa! Oh, this is a lot. I was going to say, damn. 240, 200, 200, $100, 240, 250, 160. All right, that's a lot of money. These are all sold listings, by the way. They're in green. Look, man. This is the other thing that's crazy to me is how much people are willing to pay for stuff. Look, the community is going to decide with their wallets. That at the end of the day, that's the 200. That's what I'm saying. It's like, wow, you guys, it's like people are willing to pay that much for a Mephisto figure just all on its own. No wonder Hasbro gets the idea that they can sell this thing for $350. You want to get upset about people want to get upset about influencers? Get upset at these people here. These are the people that paid all this money for these things. That's who you should get upset about, because no wonder Hasbro thinks that they could sell $350 for a HasLab. That's a $50 freaking, right? Look, that's a completed listing right there for $300. Get mad at the person who spent $300 on that. Right? That's where Hasbro thinks that they can get away with for $350. They could see this shit too. Oh, like, well, they're willing to pay $300 for just the Mephisto. Jesus. Wow. Hue puta. Plus shipping and tax for that thing. Oh man, $350 seems steep, but the project will be worth $700 on November 1st. It's a collector's item. These things appreciate once they're out of production. HasLabs are one-time production runs. Do the math. Yeah, man. I mean, here's the other thing too. The other thing is, I'm sorry, I got distracted reading a bunch of comments all at once over here. I can't talk about this because it sounds like it may or may not. I don't know how much in value the other HasLabs have gone up. Some of them have gone up in crazy amounts, and some of them haven't. But I saw one YouTuber talk about this before. Who was it? I can't remember. It may have been Dan Who. I'm not sure. But somebody was talking about how all the HasLabs get complaints. Like every single HasLab that has come out, people have complained about the price because they're always high price tags. But everybody complained about the Sentinel price tag. Everybody complained about the Galactus price tag. Like everybody, because it's always a high mark. Everybody complains about it, and then hella people are paying double after it comes out. That's just the reality, right? It's the reality. People pay double afterwards. Oof. Every time Esco actually releases a product, I feel like I'm 1,000 years old. Hey man, I just did an interview with Brian Flynn from Super 7, and when the production time takes forever for these people, man. They're trying to get stuff made. It takes a long time. It takes a long time. Shameless plug for the possible return. Cowboy. You mad? 350? Yeah, I wish it was closer to 200. I wanted to pay $200 for the car. I didn't want to pay 350, and I may not pay 350. I may back out. Exactly. I am my own shill. Exactly. You want to see me shill? Bam! There you go. That's who I shill for. Nobody else, bro. Don't get confused. Don't get confused. I shill for nobody but me, man. All right? Now you're gonna call me a fucking liar. I will cut you, cabron. You wait, man. I don't know why, but I always good character like that in a movie. Like if I could play, I'm not a cholo, all right, but I've met some thuggish dudes that I could imitate them and play it off a little bit enough. You know what I mean? Yo, you want to know how to kill a man? I say, I teach you, bro. You'll be real fast too. See, I could do it, right? What are they way? 112th Street Chop Shop, fool. Is this in New York? I could go for some street humans right about now. Street hummus. Street hummus. That's what I can't stop thinking. Street hummus. Street hummus does sound good though, right? But don't eat the street hummus. And yes, HasLab has created a secondary market for these figures. These pieces are like stocks into HasLab. They sell these off at 200% markup, and the secondary makes a 20% ROI. Yeah. I think that's the name of your are you in New York City? I wish I lived in New York City and I could just swing by, bro. Shoot. We don't have any 112ths over here in San Francisco. I think 3 tiers and 250 would have been worth it. If you want to cut down the tiers, I would have been down. Yeah, I would have been down to get less plastic. Like I mentioned earlier, some of you guys may have missed it, but I was saying like if there was less accessories, maybe less tiers, but a cheaper price point, I would be happier. Again, like the act. I wish it was a lower price. Oh, it's based up out of LA. Oh, okay. It's made up. Oh, it's made up based out of LA. Oh, all right. Okay. I was like, there's 112th Street in LA. I don't know, but we could get Beyonder on a Spider-Man retro card, or a 2-pack with Madam Web. A Beyonder HasLab. That would be cool. Would they include Beyonder with this Robbie Reyes, though? I haven't read any books where we see a Beyonder with Robbie Reyes. But they may have. Or with Madam Web. This is how I justify it. I'm never going to get a Marvel Legends Robbie Reyes with the car for less than $350. I want the set more than I want my $350. Okay. Fair enough. It's all about how much you need that 350 at that point in time. That's the way I see it. You know, that's the way I see it. All right, I'm Vengeance. Catch you later. Thanks for swinging by. Obi-Wan Chingones. I love that username, man. I think I've seen you on the Unparalleled Universe stream before, and I gotta say, wonderful. I love that name. Like that. Sometimes there's inhaled farts. That's another glorious username, but Obi-Wan Chingones, I just think it's or Obi-Wan. I said Obi-Wan Chingones. Anyway, as the official spokesperson for all cholos, I hereby validate your impression of a cholo. Órale, all right. Muy bien. Hey, bro. I like I said, I didn't, I did not come from the hood, but I know some dudes, and I want to be in a movie. They should put me in a movie. I think I could pull it off. Machete, yeah. Shoot. I always forget his name. Damn it. But I hear he's a super nice guy. Could never justify 350 for that Ghost Rider set. Do we even know if it's a completely new molds? I think X-Man 87 compared it to some other figures or showed some images, or was it E. Rivera? Somebody was comparing the arms to another figure. Like it looked like the arms came from something else, or at least the shoulder pads did. But I think it's all new. But it's very possible that it's not. Danny Trejo, thank you. That's it. Danny Trejo. Thank you. I'm bad with names. Bad with names. ShartimusPrime is king. Following you for years. Hey, thank you so much, Big Bear. At the end of the day, these pieces are to die for. It shows us that Toys R Us was a huge buyer in mass, and when they fell, it caused disruption. Not fell, brutally murdered. This was not, don't get me going on the Toys R Us thing, but Toys R Us was not beaten out by Amazon or Target and Walmart's. It was slaughtered with a big machete into the neck over and over again by Mitt Romney. Ha ha! And he slaughtered Toys R Us with Bain Capital. Look into it. Mitt Romney, Bain Capital, Toys R Us, how they're a holding company and how they destroyed Toys R Us, even though they were making more money each year. Bain Capital killed them. Shoulders are comic Star-Lords. Aha! That's where it looked familiar. Okay. And who do you think will win Black Adam versus Apocalypse? Oh, I don't know. I don't like the DC Marvel crossover stuff, bro. I'm not a big fan of that. I think Black Adam is more powerful than technically speaking. I think Black Adam is more powerful than Apocalypse. I do think so. Trash around my plastic says, sorry about that. I was saying the silhouette of Ghost Rider, people are assuming there's another Robbie figure. That's just saying that there's more tears coming. Oh, there'll be 4 to 6 with Mephisto and Blackheart. Okay. Right. But then why would they show Robbie Reyes again? That's so weird for them to do that. Like, why not make it like a silhouette of a generic figure, or like something that looked like super generic, so it could just be anybody, you know? He also killed KBs. Yes, he did. Son of a bitch. I hate Mitt Romney with a passion. Most un-American piece of shit that I could think of off the top of my head right now. But there's others. Look into it, man. As a toy collector, you should of this because it affects all of us. But Toys R Us did not die slowly a natural death. It was hacked and slaughtered and bled into the street, and everybody just watched and filmed it on their phones. And there was, oh God, I'm not going to talk about it on here, but holy crap, this is a crazy world. If you're San Francisco Bay Area local, that thing in San Carlos, holy crap, bro. What the hell, right? Not going to say anything more than that, but like just a week ago in San Carlos. What is this world coming to? Nuts. Should I sell my Galactus and Toy Biz Sentinel for an aftermarket HasLab Galactus? I really regret missing out on that figure. I can't tell you if that purchase is worth it yet because I don't have Galactus in hand. So I would feel like shit if I were to just assume I love it and everything, and then I end up getting it. So let's look at it like this, bro. I recommend you wait until you watch some reviews, watch a few reviews, take in the information, make that call on your own after you've heard some more feedback on that HasLab Galactus. But that's where I would say, hey, White Wolf, how you doing, Hermano? I'm doing good, Hermano. Hey, Hermano. Hey, Hermano. Is it just me, or do I see a lot less from Jay Hernandez the last few months? I don't really watch. I mean, I haven't seen him post. I don't really watch him that much, to be honest with you. I don't. What do you think? I mean, I'm not hating or anything. I'm just saying that, like, I wouldn't know. What do you think of the possibility that Hasbro will now release figures desired by collectors such as Blob, Dragon Man, Giant Man? That Hasbro will now release figures desired. Well, they should already be on that mindset. They've talked about Giant Man before. I think it's pretty set in stone that they're going to make a Dragon Man. Like, I think that's just way too obvious, Oh, you looked up the shit with Toys R Us, yeah? Or the thing in San Carlos? Yo, my best friend lives right around the corner. I played a gig over there, dude. Like, not on that same exact street, but in that town. My first show was in that city. Actually, my very first performance ever was in San Carlos at the high school. So it wasn't on that particular street, but I've performed there numerous times on that street on Laurel. It's a very common area. Yeah, the San Carlos thing. Yeah, I performed there a whole bunch. My best friend grew up there. Like, that's like American apple pie area, and holy crap, bro. I cannot believe it. And I know somebody who knows the guy who did it. I know a guy who knows that guy too. Ugh. Who wins in a game of mini golf? To the death, you versus Jobby the Hong. I don't know. But I would like to challenge Jobby the Hong to a miniature golf game. You hear that, Jobby? You hear that? Jobby? I challenge you to mini golf. Yeah, crazy, right? Crazy. The San Carlos thing is nuts. I didn't believe it either when I first heard about it. Same here, man. I could not. I was like, what? You don't need to worry. If you don't live in the Bay Area, it's all right. Sorry I brought it up. Hey, Shartimus, did you notice that the early bird Robbie figure doesn't have heterochromia? Each eye is a different color. I wonder if they will fix that. Oh, I did not notice that. But yeah, so around six for me. What was this? Oh, speaking of Jobby, he's uploading a new vid at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Oh, okay. Everyone's gonna leave all at once. I'll leave here. In Antioch in East Bay, doubt it got wide news spread. Oh, you didn't hear about it though? Yeah. I mean, but you heard about it though. Local Bay Area. I mean, you guys. I mean, that's like, and even for East Bay, even for the craziest parts of the East Bay, that's still wild. I know a bandmate, or this band that we played with. Not one of my bandmates, but yeah, we lost somebody in our community. He just an innocent bystander. He was loading his gear out, and um, while he was loading his gear out. We'd played there before, and we played with that band before. He's not a good singer, all right? How dare you degrade his abilities? The man has the voice of an angel, all right? He's a fantastic singer. Asshole. It should come with a figure of his little brother that hides in the trunk. Oh, and give him the wheelchair too. And the wheelchair. 112th Street Chop Shop. So that's the name of his chop shop of the garage. No, because it was named. Didn't he give it a different name? Wasn't it named after his boss that passed away? Robbie's place. Thoughts on starting lineup line of Hasbro? You mean the trading cards? Starting lineup, the trading cards? Is that what you mean? Oh no. I love that Jobby's doing so well that I could see people leaving my chat to go watch Jobby's new video. That's okay. You guys just come right on back after. I should get going though, you guys. I probably need Niners. I'll get I mean, yeah, Niners. Like I'm not big into football. I used to watch football a lot when I was in high school, and my uncle was always like a big part of like football stuff and everything. Whenever we'd have parties, and I'd watch football with my uncle and everything, and then after he passed away, I didn't want to watch football anymore, so I don't really watch football anymore. But yeah, I still have my Steve Young Niners jersey. Yeah, so the silhouette is basically for marketing. It's like having a logo. That's why they put the question mark over it with tears written next to it. Yeah, okay, I get that. And then it also looked like there's like an extra arm behind him on the right side, you know? Oh, like with McFarlane did? Like McFarlane's figures, trading cards, slaps face. You can see how much of a sports nut I am. Just waiting for Wave 3 Spider-Man animated series. Yeah. Oh no, I just dropped my Iron Man head. All right, you guys. So let me ask you guys something before I leave here. I got to ask you guys something. All right. 2-hour live stream. Not bad, huh? I want to say thank you guys all for the participation. I really appreciate it. I feel like 2 hours is a good time to close out of here. I may or may not have Street Humans stuff coming back. You know what I mean? I may or may not, but probably not. Probably nothing. No, I probably will. Or maybe I won't. I don't know. I'm just going to leave it like that. But I wanted to say, what would you guys rather see a review of tomorrow? Dino Megazord or the SH Figuarts Love and Thunder figures? Dino Megazord, Love and Thunder. Megazord or Love and Thunder? Ooh, Rush, thank you so much. For anyone waiting for the tier reveals, just be smart and back it now. Guarantee the early bird. You have till October 31st to cancel. Don't waste. Yes, that's what I was saying earlier. Not my idea, but yeah. It's just that I can't push that hard because it's not a good look. You know what I mean? But I'm saying you have the opportunity to cancel before the 31st. If we all do it, we can get, you know what I mean? We can see what the tiers are. If it's not good, back out. Holy crap, you guys. Car needs to be all metal. That's a good point. It's going to be called the Scalper. It's called the Scalper. That's part 6. And then I want to have one. I haven't mentioned this idea, but just a little sneak peek. I want to have a legendary collector documentary called The YouTuber, where I, as the collector, get to meet my favorite YouTuber, Booknice10, and there's a whole video of me going to. I get to meet Booknice10. That's like a dream of mine, is to make that collector documentary. Then I'll get to act like you guys, but I got to be careful in a way and do it in a way where it doesn't sound like I'm making fun of anybody. But I still want to kind of let you guys see how things look from my perspective a little bit, where I'll be the one stoked to meet Booknice10, because if you've noticed throughout the series, the Marvel Legends collector has consistently watched Booknice10 videos throughout the years. But the next one is going to be called The Scalper. Hopefully I have it up before the end of the year. Oh. All right, you guys. So if I said the SHF or the Dinozord, and hey, all right, man. I'll see you later, Joe. Take care, bro. But Dino, got Dino, Thor, Megazord, Figuarts, bro. Figuarts. Actually, I think we're getting more Figuarts. Chop Shop, Mega, Dino Megazord, Hasbro, Megazord. Okay, Eddie. Okay. Megazord, Dino. What does your wife think about your collection? My girlfriend thinks it's super cool, but doesn't want me wasting money on it. Of course, doesn't matter what she thinks. It's she it depends on what it is. Like she's kind of geeky herself. So it depends on what it is. Like the Dino Megazord, like, okay, for instance, like I showed her the Dino Megazord, she thought that was hella cool, but I showed her these, she's kind of like, eh. So like the house is very more Transformers centric, just to put it in perspective. Like Transformers is like you guys know, like my number one favorite line is Transformers Masterpiece, right? Like that's like the number one. If I could only collect one line, that's what it would be. That's like, so to her, like if I have Transformers, that's cooler. More Transformer type based is a little bit, but you know, I do YouTube for a living. So if I'm spending stuff on Transformers, and she knows I'm not making that much money off of it on YouTube, so she has a different. So she knows what's up. She's supportive, but if she sees it out of hand, she doesn't like it. And it should matter what your girlfriend thinks a little bit, you know. I sent you a PM before on FBI made you and Robo. Oh, okay. You hit me up about the. Oh, right on. That was you pushing the little battle between me and Robo, huh? Nice. Appreciate that. That was fun. Right on. All right. So you guys want to see? Have you watched City of Scars? No, just rewatch it. Also, McFarlane Barryland gives me Dark Knight Strikes Again vibes. Not the vibes I want. All right. Whichever. Hey, Prime, is it crazy that Hasbro going 350 on the Hell Charger? Same thing as the battle boat from Fortnite Royale series. Well, that's what rewatch the whole stream. We're about to leave right now, bro. So we spent the whole last 2 hours talking about it. I think that they should have given us less and asked for less money. That's basically what I would wish they would have done. I wish they went closer to 200 and given us less stuff. Whichever one you want to review, man. Bye. All right, Rosa. Bye. Hello using your mom's account right there. This woman I'm seeing likes my collection. Her husband likes it too. Nice. Oh, wait. That is one of the funniest comments I've seen somebody write in a long time. That is hella funny. Dude. This is only for a specific audience. If you smoke, buy Starbucks, fast food, and other unnecessary things and are salty about this, please stop. Yeah, I know, for real. Yeah, if you're into adulting kind of shit, it's like the whole thing does change. But yeah, Rashid's oh man. All right. I do respect the Marvel Legends brand team. I would not fart if they were walking behind me. Good for you. Respectful. All right, you guys. Hey, guess what, man? I had a great time. You guys actually, like, I actually feel better about how I'm going to approach this HasLab in the future. Like, after having this, the Under the Bridge, and that was only Under the Bridge from Red Hot Chili Peppers. Oh God, I hate that. You know, I'm not against the sentiment behind this comment. Like, I understand that it's a lot of money and that they should give us more for 350. I agree with that. I 100% agree with the sentiment behind the comment. It's just that you're corny. It's just so corny to see. For $350, that thing should suck my dick. Or for $350, it should drive itself. For $350, it should car. For $350, like, yo, shut up, man. Like, that way of saying it irritates me now. Like, I would just prefer hearing 350 is too much. Just say 350 too much. But it's just not funny to me. It's so corny, it's not funny. That's how I see it. I think you're trying to be funny. I think your joke sucks. All right. It's been overdone. I respect you, man. It takes balls to start what you do and keep it up for a long time. Awesome. Thank you, man. Yeah, it has not been easy. You know what I mean? I love what I do. I'm very lucky, but it's just not been easy. I don't know how to tell you other than that. It's just not easy. Not hardest thing ever. It's just not an easy thing. You know what I mean? There's categories. Roofing, hanging sheetrock. Those are really, really hard jobs. You know? This is not one of those. I respect you, man. Takes ball and all the best for your future. Deepest respect for McFarlane as well. Thank you, man. Thank you. All right, I should close that. For $350, it should have a Mr. Hyde. See, that's what I was saying. That's a little bit different. See, for $350, it should have a Mr. Hyde. For $350, I could get a real Dodge Charger. Yeah. There you go. Yeah, for $350, it should be a real Dodge Charger. Oh God. For $350, it should be signed by Prime. There you go. See you, Shart. It's been a minute since I joined a stream of yours. This conversation was a blast. Hey, glad you had a good time, bro. Me too. I had a really good time also. Yeah, I should get going. I'm gonna get to reviewing these figures and hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks so much. And it should, for 350, it should clap. Oh, you guys, thank you so much. For $350, it should have a $150 Hasbro gift card in the trunk. That's the best one. There you go. That's the one right there. That's my favorite one. Yes. For $350, it should have a $150 Hasbro gift card. There you go. That's my favorite one. That's my favorite one. Screenshotting it so I don't forget it. Thank you guys so much. I hope you had a fun time today. I had a fun time. This was a lot of fun for me. So I hope it was a fun time for you as well. Really appreciate you guys. I'll probably do the Love and Thunder tomorrow. Should I do them together or separate? I'll probably do them together. We'll see. Gosh, that's gonna be a lot of. I don't know. Together or separate? I don't know. I think I could do them together. He doesn't seem like he comes with a ton of accessories. She comes with more accessories. She's gonna be more time consuming. I think I'll do them together. It's gonna be a lot harder for me to have the video up tomorrow. Oof, I gotta start recording like right now. I haven't even done packaging segments for these because I've been having too much fun with my Dino Megazord. But I think more of you guys wanted to see these guys. For the love of God, together. For the love of God. All right, you guys. Thank you so much. And I really appreciate it. It was fun having Nicolas Cage in the chat too. I mean, we had the real Ghost Rider in the chat. So that was awesome. I'm going to get to work right now, K Macho. And yeah, thank you guys again. I had a really fun time. Hard for me to leave because okay, most of you guys are saying together. Okay. So yeah, thanks again. Impromptu live stream. I had a blast. I hope you guys did too. Hopefully this helped with your decision making with that HasLab. I want to say HasLab Sentinel, the HasLab Ghost Rider. And I'll catch you guys later. Stay tuned for the review coming up tomorrow. All right. Peace.